My name is Errin Thompson, and I'm artist number 99. And here at Max and Emily's, I have my piece called Ebb and Flow. And, well, what is this, you might ask? Take a minute to look really closely and let yourself pause and reflect a little bit. The style is called abstract expressionism, and that means that this triptych or three-piece part, this three-piece artwork, doesn't necessarily represent anything physical, but mainly it represents my feelings and emotions, and it has a deep meaning. So my kids will make fun of me because before I do an art piece, I will sit there with my hands in the air and kind of like feeling and, thinking and just basically what I intend my art piece to be, and they find that very humorous. But in the words of Vincent van Gogh, I dream my painting and then I paint my dream. So anyway, my style changes depending on my mood as well. I have never believed in staying in my own lane, so to speak. Artists should feel the creative freedom that they can express themselves with different styles of art. And so this is not the only type or style of art that I do. As far as technique, this is a study of how acrylic reacts with elements of science, because I like science as well. I use mediums and additives, and it actually takes a while just to mix all of the paint colors that I need for a painting. And by the way, look for gold and copper and iridescent in my paintings. I pour and squirt and drip this paint and the mixtures, and then I manipulate the paint to flow this way and that way, slow or fast, and in an effort to create like ribbons of paint, and those colors can look almost completely organic, which is really exciting to me because sometimes if you look really close, especially at the one in the middle, you can see things that might even represent or resemble agate. So that's really cool to me. And also, I wanted to mention that I did all of this without even using a paintbrush this time, which is kind of interesting for me. I love me my paintbrush. So if I did this without a paintbrush, that's kind of, for me, that's a challenge that I was able to meet. Let's see, the meaning is what I wanted to talk to you about next. And so ebb and flow has to do with how our lives are constantly a process of give and take and harmony and discord, and it's like the waves of the ocean and how even people can flow in and out of our lives. The centerpiece here is called the flow of life. It is a collage of cuttings and pourings, of drippings, and they're overlapped and juxtaposed in such a way that symbolizes how our lives can take a different path, different directions. Our relationships can intermingle and intertwine, and it's kind of a flowing composition. So if you start your eyes at the bottom left here and move around the canvas, that is kind of how I intended the eyes to move there. So it's really difficult for me to cut those beautiful pourings that I make. I kind of let the paint tell me where to cut, and I let the paint tell me what to do instead of me telling the paint what to do. So anyway, on to the one on the left. It is called Solitude and Fluctuation. And the layers blobs were on their own, totally separate from one another at the beginning, in solitude. And so then I tilted the canvas here and there, and they fluctuated, just as people will drift and change and become closer to each other instead of alone. And then the one on the right is called Reflective Horizon. This painting began with a horizon line and overlapping swirly paint. I squirted, and then I tilted here and there I worked to keep all of the paint along the horizon line and also into a smaller and smaller area. And it has to do with our perspective in life and how we should really reflect on things. And then as you see, it starts from the left, where it's larger and more worrisome. Things are more worrisome to us, and then it gets smaller out to the distance because that represents letting go of things. I hope you liked my work, and I am really glad you stopped by. And again, I'm artist number 99. Thank you.